Hi guys, how are you? Today we're going to start with the fifth unit, okay? Remember that if you have questions, just send me an email to the mail that is on the screen. angela.tirado@umce.cl. Okay? Let's start. Reminding, what did we do last class? Remember that we did a grammar class, right? So we learned the present perfect continuous. That was what we did last class. Okay. In today's class, we're going to start with a new unit. Okay. We're going to recognize modal verbs. Do you know modal verbs? Well, maybe you don't, but you will. We are going to understand some of their usage, and we're going to learn about possibility, impossibility, ability, and inability. Okay? Good. Let's start. How do we express that we know how to do an activity? Or how do we say when something is possible or not possible? Well, yeah. One way is saying it literally, like this. I know how to do it, and I don't know how to do it. Or it is possible and it is not possible. La pregunta fue entonces, how do we express that we know how to do an activity? ¿Cómo expresamos que sabemos hacer algo, una actividad o algo? Or how do we say when something is possible or not possible? How do we say? ¿Cómo decimos cuando algo es posible o no es posible? Y te decía que one way is saying it literally. Decirlo literalmente. I know how to do it, sé cómo hacerlo. Or I don't know how to do it. It is possible or it is not possible. So, however proper this might seem, there is another way that's the usual one, okay? And it is using modal verbs. Entonces, aunque esto se vea apropiado, no es lo común. Lo común es usar verbos modales, que ahora vamos a ver de qué se trata, okay? So the common thing is using modal verbs. So, modal verbs. There are many modal verbs. You probably know some. However, you may need some descriptions in order to recognize which verb is a modal verb and which isn't. Come again. There are many modal verbs. You probably know some. However, you may need some descriptions in order to recognize which verb is a modal verb and which isn't. Okay? So, I'm going to give you some descriptions for you to recognize a modal verb for a normal verb. Okay? Para que podamos reconocer o tell apart, distinguir un modal verb de un verbo normal. So, modal verbs don't use a final S when using the third person. They don't need a final S when using the third person. For example, she should, whereas she work is incorrect because we need to use the final S. She works. Come again. When we use the modal verb should, we don't need to add an S to the word, as in work, for example. Okay? So, she should is correct, whereas she work, it isn't, because it needs to have a final S. A final S, okay? Entonces, she should and she works. Good? Good. Entonces, should funciona tal cual para todos los verbos. Disculpa, para todos los pronombres. They should, he should, it should, we should, she should. No se le agrega ninguna S al final. En ningún caso. Okay? Most of them don't have a past or future form. Most of the modal verbs don't have a past or future form. For example, I went. Went is the past of go. And I should. There is no past form or no way of saying it. There is no future form either. You see? Entonces, la mayor parte de los verbos modales no tienen una conjugación en pasado. ¿ya? Para poder conjugarlos en pasado se tienen que hacer combinaciones de otras cosas para poder usarlos así y denotar pasado. ¿Ok? Cool. They aren't the most important verb in a sentence. It's harder they stand alone in a sentence. Come again. They aren't the most important verb in a sentence. It's harder they stand alone in a sentence. Yeah. Ellos no son el verbo más importante en una oración. Y es difícil que estén por sí solos, como en lo que pusimos arriba, ¿viste? For example, I should is incomplete, whereas I should go is complete. Should sabemos que significa debo. Debo hacer algo, ¿ya? I should, yo debo, no está completo. Pero si yo digo I should go, yo debo ir, eso está completo. ¿Te fijas? Entonces, normalmente no vas a ver una frase como I should, a menos que estés respondiendo algo. Recuerda que cuando respondemos en inglés, respondemos lo más corto posible, ¿ya? Así que así es como funciona. Y bueno, should no es el único verbo modal, pero para los fines prácticos estamos solo usando este para los ejemplos, ¿ok? So, as you could see, should is one of the modal verbs. But in this slide, there are 3 other modal verbs. Can you recognize them? Come again. So, as you could see, should is one of the modal verbs. But in this slide, there are 3 other modal verbs. Can you recognize them? Well, here there is one modal verb, may, que es uno con lo que vamos a trabajar durante esta clase. There is another one. Could. So we have 2. And can. Entonces tenemos can, could, and may, and should. Esos son 4 modal verbs. Pero no te preocupes, lo vamos a ver enseguida. So, modal verbs again. Can and could. ¿Ya? Al lado derecho está la forma negativa. Can't and couldn't. So, can and could, and can't and couldn't. May and might. May not, might not. May and might. May not, might not. Shall and should. Shan't, shouldn't. Recuerda que cuando hay una SH en una palabra es diferente de cuando hay una CH. ¿Cuál es la diferencia entonces? En la SH nosotros siempre decimos shh, bien marcado, como shala, chaleco, shao. Mientras que en una CH es t, 8. T, t, suave. ¿Ok? So, shall and shouldn't. Or should, shan't and shouldn't. Will, would. Won't, wouldn't. Will, would, won't, wouldn't. Must, mustn't. Okay? So, 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. 9 modal verbs. Okay? Good. There are different uses for the modal verbs. Some are used to ask for permission, to give advice, to talk about possibilities, to talk about abilities, etc. ¿Ok? O sea, obviamente nosotros nos vamos a centrar hoy día en los que hablan sobre habilidades y posibilidades, ¿ya? Pero estamos haciendo una introducción para que conozcas los modal verbs. ¿Cuáles entonces de aquí crees tú que hablan sobre posibilidades y habilidades? ¿Tienes alguna idea? Good. Keep going then. So, yes, can and could, ability, possibility, and requests. Okay, so, let's see. I can ski. I can ski. Sorry, I can ski. I can ski. It's showing ability. Fíjate. en una dice que yo puedo esquiar, puede ser una traducción, o yo no puedo esquiar. Sin embargo, can se usa para decir si uno sabe hacer algo o no. En la primera sería entonces una traducción más correcta, yo sé esquiar, y en la segunda imagen donde claramente la persona se ha caído, no sé esquiar. Okay? Good. So, let's see some more examples. I can swim since I was a kid. I can swim since I was a kid. Sé nadar desde que era un chico o un niño. Kid puede ser usado para varones y damas, invariablemente, ¿ok? Jane can speak 3 languages. Jane can speak 3 languages. Es decir, that is to say, es decir, que Jane sabe hablar 3 idiomas. ¿Ok? Ahí está usando, mostrando entonces ability, mostrando habilidad. ¿Ok? Learning English can be difficult. Learning English can be difficult. Aprender inglés puede ser difícil. What's that? An ability, a possibility, or a request? Yes, a possibility. Can I go home now? Can I go home now? Is that an ability, a possibility, or a request? Good, it's a request, because of the question mark and of the message that you want to convey. Entonces sabemos que es una petición, request es una petición, porque, because of the question mark, por el signo de interrogación, and because of the message, por el mensaje que nos da esta oración. ¿Ok? Good. I could run very fast when I was younger. I could run very fast when I was younger. Is that an ability, possibility, or a request? It's not a request, right? Yes. Is it a possibility? But is it an ability? Yes. That's it, an ability. So I could run very fast when I was younger. It's an ability. An ability from the past. Fíjate. Dice, yo podía correr muy rápido cuando yo era más chico o más joven. ¿Ya? ¿Qué quiere decir entonces? Que could puede tomarse como la forma en pasado de can. ¿Ya? ¿Se entiende así? Entonces si yo digo I can run very fast when I was younger, eso no suena bien. No suena bien porque can es totalmente en presente. Could es una de esas excepciones que existen en la regla, ¿ya? Que nos habla de la forma pasada. No siempre es así y no siempre tiene esa connotación, pero en esta oración sí. ¿Y cómo sabemos? Porque hablamos de, o estamos usando una estructura en pasado. Was, era. Yo podía correr muy rápido cuando yo era pequeño, ¿cierto? Y así es como uno sabe. El contexto nos da la información que necesitamos. ¿Ok? Good. You couldn't use computers in the 19th century. Okay, now, is this an ability, a possibility, or a request? Give it a thought. Piénsalo. You couldn't use computers in the 19th century. So, which century are we now? Which century are we now? ¿En qué siglo estamos? Century es siglo. ¿En qué siglo estamos ahora? In the 21st century. So this was 2 centuries ago. Okay, so this is ability in the past. Tú no podías usar computadores. Possibility from the past. No podías usar computadores en el siglo XIX. No, porque no habían. No podía usar computadores. Era imposible. So it's impossible. Okay? Good. Could you lend me a dictionary, please? Is this an ability, a possibility, or a request? Could you lend me a dictionary, please? Is it an ability? I don't think so. What about a possibility? Could you lend me a dictionary, please? No, not really. But a request? Yes, it is a request. The thing is, could involves a polite request. Could involves a polite request. Entonces, could es una petición amable. Amablemente yo le pido algo, ¿ya? Porque can I go home now es como, no sé, hablarle a cualquier persona. Pero si yo digo could, estoy diciendo como amable. ¿Podrías hacer tal cosa? ¿Me podrías prestar tu diccionario, por favor? Eso significa podría, ¿ya? Okay, good. I could carry that for you. Esto, si bien no está arriba en las posibilidades, es un uso que existe, que es offer, ofrecer algo. Yo podría llevar eso por ti. I could carry that for you. Entonces, could, una traducción buena podría ser podría. ¿Ok? Y can, puedo o sé hacer algo. O no puedo o no sé. ¿Ok? Good. Now, may and might. These two show possibility and permission. ¿Ok? Puse may only porque permiso, si bien puede ser usado con might, es muy poco común. Si ya con may es poco común, con might es incluso aún menos común. ¿Ok? Good. So, may and might express different levels of possibility. May and might express different levels of possibility. May and might expresan diferentes niveles de posibilidad. ¿Cuál crees tú que expresa mayor posibilidad? ¿Cuál crees tú que expresa menos? Good. Let's see. She may come to the party and she might come to the party. Puede ser esto entonces tomado desde dos aristas. Si yo pienso en posibilidades, she may come to the party is because she's likely to go there. Es posible que ella vaya a la fiesta. And if I say she might come to the party, a lo mejor no es tan posible, es slightly possible. Hay menos probabilidades de que ella vaya a la fiesta. Entonces, may es más y might es menos. Sin embargo, en la primera oración, she may come to the party, se puede tomar también como que ella tiene permitido ir a la fiesta. Se le ha permitido. She may come to the party. You see? Ella puede venir a la fiesta. Good. So let's have a look at these pictures. Something that may happen is more likely than something that might happen. Come again. Something that may happen is more likely than something that might happen. Algo que pueda pasar es más probable, likely es probable, que algo que, digamos que might es como podría, ¿ya? Pero no necesariamente, es para que se entienda la diferencia, ¿ya? Use may instead of might if you are likely to do something. I may go to the store later. So the translation would be, I will probably go to the store later. 2. You are talking about permission. You may watch TV after dinner. Translation. You have permission to watch TV after dinner. So, you have these two cases when we emphasize that you should use may instead of might. Debes usar may en vez de might. Instead of significa en vez de. Instead of. So, you are likely to do something. And you are talking about permission. Good. So, note. May not and might not are not the same thing. They are not interchangeable. Ojo con esa frase. Dice que may not and might not no son lo mismo y que por lo tanto no son intercambiables. Eso es cierto hasta cierto punto. Recuerda que siempre el contexto es el que nos dice qué podemos y qué no podemos hacer. ¿Ya? Porque, por ejemplo, si yo quiero hablar de habilidad, no voy a usar un verbo que me hable de posibilidad o de permiso. ¿Te fijas? Eso. I may not watch the movie. I am not allowed to watch the movie. I might not watch the movie. There's a good chance that I won't watch the movie. ¿Te fijas? Entonces, esto se va a los otros extremos, esta última imagen, pero puede ser también útil. So, that's it with can, could, may, and might. That are the verbs that we're going to use today. Now, we're going to see some examples. May I go now? What's that? Asking for permission, yes. May I borrow your pen? Same thing. Lo mismo. Pidiendo algo. May I borrow your pen? ¿Puedo tomar prestado tu lápiz pasta? Yes. It may rain later today. Puede llover más tarde hoy. I may not have time to do it today. Tal vez no tenga tiempo. May está relacionado con el tal vez. Por ejemplo, si yo digo maybe, tal vez pase, tal vez no. I may not have time to do it today. George may come with us. George tal vez venga con nosotros. She might be at home by now, but it's not sure at all. Podría estar en casa ahora, pero no es seguro. She might be at home by now, but it's not sure at all. Ya, ella podría estar en la casa ahora, pero no es para nada seguro. Esa sería una traducción. It might rain this afternoon. It might rain this afternoon. I might not have time to go to. Oh, I might not have time to go. El último to está de más. No, tal vez no tenga tiempo para ir. You see? So that's it. So now let's see the exercises. Let's practice. We can't play music in class because the other classes might be taking tests. We can't play music in class because the other classes might be taking tests. Can't, what does can't shows here? What does can't show here? And what about might? Okay, let's see. Can't shows inability. We can't play music. We can't play music. Okay, no podemos. Estamos inhabilitados para hacer algo. Might in this case shows possibility, because the other classes might be taking tests or not. Pueden estar tomando pruebas o no. When I was a child, I could climb trees. Could shows. When I was a child, I could climb trees. Could shows yes. Ability in the past. Yo sabía hacer algo en el pasado. Yo podía trepar árboles cuando yo era niño. Can you cook? Can shows yes. Ability. He might prefer to stay at home tonight and get some rest. Might shows he might prefer to stay at home tonight and get some rest. Might shows yes. Possibility too. So look at the pictures. The pictures are suggestions of what are the sentences about. Climbing could be very dangerous if you aren't physically prepared. Climbing could be very dangerous if you aren't physically prepared. Could shows yes. Possibility. Podría. Trepar podría ser muy peligroso si no estás físicamente preparado. Can you hold your breath for more than a minute? Can you hold your breath for more than a minute? Can shows ability. Good. Please, water the plants. If they don't get enough water, they may die. Please, water the plants. If they don't get enough water, they may die. And so may shows here. Yes. Strong possibility. Si no riega las plantas, ellas se pueden morir. May I go to the bathroom, please, sir? May I go to the bathroom, please, sir? May shows permission. Yeah, good. I may go to the cinema tonight. May shows strong possibility. Good. So, those are the most common uses of these modal verbs. Okay? I hope everything is clear. What did we learn today then? We learned about modal verbs and their usage. Some of the modal verbs we saw were can, could, may, and might. So that's pretty much it. Everything that you might ask me, just do it, okay? See you soon. Bye!